It is an honor for me to get the chance to talk to you about confidence, which is the cornerstone of all success in many ways. It is not just any confidence, mind you, it is an overpowering confidence. Once established, this type of confidence keeps you solid and unwavering in your belief in yourself as you navigate life's highs and lows. Let me ask you this: have you ever witnessed someone enter a room and instantly capture everyone's attention without uttering a single word? They have an aura that says, "I know who I am, I know what I can do, and I am prepared to take on whatever comes my way." Unstoppable confidence, that is. It has a magnetic quality. It is strong. The good news is that you can construct it. Where does it all start, then? Allow me to transport you back several years. My career was only getting started, and I was having trouble establishing myself. Although I was aware of my ability, I was not really sure how to use it. I was at a conference one day when the speaker made a statement that forever altered my life. "Confidence stems from competence," he remarked. They were simple words, but they deeply resonated with me. You see, you do not naturally possess confidence. It is not just for the fortunate few who appear to be well organized. No, confidence is something that is developed gradually over time. Competence is the first step. You must learn your craft, hone your abilities, and become so proficient at what you do that you cannot help but feel confident. Now, I want you to give this some thought. What do you really excel at? What abilities do you have that make you feel invincible when you employ them? Do not worry if you cannot come up with anything at first. Self-awareness, or knowing where you are and how to steer toward where you want to be, is the first step on the road to confidence. I recall my nascent days in the corporate world. I was putting in the hours and working hard, but I was not getting the desired results. I felt dissatisfied, self-conscious, and unsure of my ability to succeed. But then I came to a realization. I needed to improve if I wanted to have faith in my skills. I needed to take care of myself. I therefore began reading more books, going to more seminars, and looking for mentors who could fill in my knowledge gaps. And gradually, I became more competent. And my confidence with it. Here's a crucial point now. It takes effort to become competent. It requires discipline, work, and, above all, consistency. Even if you do not see results right away, you must be willing to work hard every day. It is similar to sowing a seed. You provide it with sunlight, water, and care. And it becomes bigger with time. However, it takes time to achieve. This leads me to the following essential component for developing unstoppable confidence: self-discipline. The link that connects objectives and achievement is self-discipline. It is the difference between dreamers and achievers. And it is a crucial part of confidence because you start to establish a record of success when you have the self-control to keep your word, persevere through hardships, and keep going when you do not feel like it. And your confidence is based on that performance history. Allow me to tell you a story. I was requested to address a gathering of business leaders in the early days of my profession. I had delivered a few talks in the past, but nothing like this. I was anxious, questioning whether I could handle the challenge. Then I recalled something Earl Schoaf, my mentor, had taught me. "Jim, you have to practice being successful if you want to be successful," he remarked. Put another way, even before you feel like you are the person you want to be, you must act like that person. I inhaled deeply before taking the platform and making the best speech I could. Was it flawless? No. However, I took something away from it. I became better. And I was a little better the next time. And my confidence increased with every speech, presentation, and chance to hone my skills. I worked hard to become a great speaker, not because I was born that way. I was confident enough to stand in front of any crowd and deliver my message because I was rigorous in my preparation. Let us now tackle self-respect, which is something that is sometimes forgotten while talking about confidence. You see, confidence encompasses more than just your abilities. It has to do with your identity. It all comes down to appreciating yourself, knowing your value, and treating yourself with the decency you merit. How many of you have ever been in a position where you felt your opinion did not matter and chose not to voice it? Or did you think you were not good enough to take advantage of an opportunity? That, my friends, is a lack of confidence and a lack of self-respect. This is among the most important lessons I have ever learned. By treating yourself well, you set an example for others to follow. You cannot expect others to appreciate you if you do not respect yourself. You should not be shocked when people waste your time if you do not appreciate your own. And how can you expect others to believe in their own value if you don't? So, how can one develop self-respect? Little things are where it all begins. Honor your commitments to both yourself and other people. Establish limits. Do not let anyone or anything treat you badly, including yourself. Above all, remember to treat yourself with kindness. We frequently berate ourselves for even the smallest errors, making us our own harshest critics. However, I am here to warn you that self-talk like that is poison. It gradually undermines your self-confidence. Rather, cultivate self-compassion. Recognize that you will make mistakes because you are a person and that they do not define who you are. How you react to them, how you develop from them, and how you use them to your advantage are what make you unique. Here's another thing to keep in mind. Being flawless is not the goal of confidence. It all comes down to being genuine. It all comes down to being prepared to accept oneself with all of its imperfections and declare, "This is who I am, and I am proud of it." Because this is the reality. Authenticity attracts people. They are attracted to people who are authentic, sincere, and unafraid to display their humanity. Let us change our focus for a bit and discuss your surroundings, which is another important component of confidence. You see, confidence is not something that just happens. Your experiences, the knowledge you take in, and the people you spend time with all have an impact on it. You must intentionally design your surroundings if you wish to develop unstoppable confidence. I have a question for you. Which 5 individuals do you spend the most time with? Think about it for a moment, since this is the truth. You might not even be aware of how those 5 individuals are influencing your life. They will encourage you if they are driven, upbeat, and supportive. But they will bring you down if they are pessimistic, judgmental, and complacent. I deliberately sought out folks who were where I wanted to be when I first started. I discovered friends who could encourage me, peers who could push me, and mentors who could offer guidance. And as time went on, I created an atmosphere that supported my development, inspired my goals, and bolstered my self-esteem. But humans are not the only thing involved. It also has to do with what you put into your brain. Do you surround yourself with uplifting, optimistic messages? Or are you ingesting doubt, fear, and negativity? What you concentrate on grows. Building confidence will be extremely difficult if you are often thinking about failure, inadequacy, and dread. However, your confidence will increase if you deliberately try to concentrate on what is positive, what is feasible, and what you can do. I will tell you something else, too. Being confident is more than just your accomplishments. It all comes down to how you feel at the time. It is about appreciating the journey and the process rather than just the final result. The truth is that life is a journey. Additionally, you will lose out on a lot of life if you are always waiting to feel secure until you achieve some arbitrary milestone. So take pride in your victories, no matter how minor. Acknowledge your progress, even if it is only a small one. Above all, have fun on the journey. Because your confidence becomes unwavering when you are able to find delight in the process. It is no longer dependent on results or outside approval. It stems from your own sense of value and admiration for the path you are taking. I have a few last things to say before I go. True confidence is not something that fluctuates with the seasons. It does not depend on what other people think or on the situation you are in. It is something that is developed from the inside out via self-respect, competence, discipline, and a nurturing atmosphere. However, keep in mind that confidence is not the same as fearlessness. It is the bravery to proceed despite dread. It is the conviction that you possess the fortitude, aptitude, and resiliency to overcome any difficulties you encounter or barriers that stand in your path. I therefore challenge you to take the first step today, whether it be by acquiring a new skill, establishing boundaries, or associating with good people. You will discover that nothing is impossible for you to accomplish if you begin to boost your confidence today.